14th, and this is Audiotree Live with Cam Howard.
Nadie escucha, no hay excusa. Entender lo que ocurre no es tu culpa, sabes. Los demás tienen su propio aire. Respira, deja que sople hacia el mar. Con el cuello bien morado, cálmate, no te sientas atrapado entre los demás. Tienen su propio aire. Respira, deja que sople el viento hacia el mar, como el velero viejo que se va por la mañana a pescar.
Thank you so much. We're at Audiotree Live with Camp Howard. How are you guys doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So you're in the middle of a northern sort of tour. I think you're kind of staying like in one line. This is as far west as you guys come, right? Cool. What have you done? You've had a couple days off in Chicago. We just talked about the magnificent Walgreens. It's the biggest one you've ever seen
Best
before.
Walgreens I've ever seen.
Incredible.
I had to go twice last night. I had to wake myself up.
What else have you been doing the past couple of days?
Nothing. We got to Chicago yesterday and we were just hanging out. We watched the Blues Brothers.
Great, yeah.
Typical.
That's like
Just taking
really,
it easy.
really typical.
We're the
Yeah.
good old boys.
Excellent. So that first song is actually in Spanish, and not all of your songs are in Spanish. Just a few, right?
Just one. Well, yeah,
just the
Just
one?
one on the record.
Okay,
And one that we're gonna play.
Great,
Today.
yeah.
So yeah, that was it.
Do you want to like explain kind of the background of that and?
Yeah, I mean, I was born in Mexico, and my dad's from Mexico. His family's from Mexico, and my mom's from Spain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you all speak Spanish as well? No.
Learning, but no.
Okay. Yeah, I took 5 years of Spanish in college, and I can't remember anything. I'm so sorry. It is such a beautiful language, though. Well, maybe throughout the song, you guys can learn Spanish better then, or
Yeah.
the three of them.
I know the words. I just don't know what they mean.
Okay. You haven't like looked it up out of curiosity?
No.
All right. Well, if you guys want to go into your next song, go ahead.
It will work out.
And this is Audiotree Live with Camp Howard. So I understand in like a couple of songs you guys are going to be switching instruments with each other. Is this something you've done the entirety of the band's existence?
Yeah, pretty much.
So do you play, like basically if like someone switches from guitar to bass, like do you just, depending on which song, it's people play to their own strengths? Or how do you make those decisions?
Basically, none of us are like bass players,
Okay.
so we just kind of throw someone on the bass sometimes.
No one like really wants to play bass, I guess.
Random.
No one likes the bass, but
Completely based on
it's
disagreement.
needed.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of just like take turns.
Yeah, basically.
That's like really nice, actually.
I do like when I get on the bass though. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
You do like who on the bass?
I like playing the bass.
Oh.
Like when I get on there, it's like it's a good time.
But you like also like prefer to play guitar.
I guess, yeah.
All right. Well, I was gonna say it seems like we might have found a permanent bass player, so you guys don't have to switch instruments again. I was gonna ask. So Camp Howard, when I googled it, actually comes up as a Christian children's camp.
Does it really?
It does. That's the first.
That's us.
That's the first hit. And I was wondering. I don't think it's from that camp where your name came from, but if you want to talk a little bit about that.
Someone else want to get that one?
Well, our boy Henry, who takes photos and stuff, he has I guess a relative or a friend of a relative that owns some land out in Appalachia. Mm-hmm. And his name's Howard. And he let us stay there and camp out. But the first time he left a little note that said, "Welcome to Camp Howard."
Oh, that's
So-
nice.
And we were all there, and it was like a fun time, bonding
It's a
moment.
special place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah,
In our hearts.
yeah.
I was also gonna ask, like, this like new thing that's coming about is like summer camp for adults. Have you heard about this?
No.
Yeah, so
God.
they have like it's basically like a summer camp, but everyone's older and people drink.
Is that just like a festival?
Yeah, kind of like a festival, but like
no music?
With no music, and maybe like people are like awkwardly strumming an acoustic
Are there still
guitar.
counselors?
Yeah. It's, I was about to
Are
ask
there
that,
what?
yeah.
Are there still like camp counselors?
I
Are they, like,
honestly have
really
no
old?
idea.
It just sounds like a festival.
Camp counselors are like 80 years old.
I think it's mostly like a camping festival,
gonna
but
be an
like
adult.
no one plays music. You just do activities.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
sounds nice.
yeah, I thought that was interesting. But if you guys want to go into your next song, go ahead.
You've got to be an asset, honest mind, but not complete placid. Very you know it's not about that. Find a
Audiotree Live with Camp Howard. So you just released the Juice EP earlier this year, I believe in May, which is a follow-up to last year's self-titled full-length.
Correct.
What was the different process of recording between Juice and the first record?
Okay, so the first one we didn't really know we were gonna make a record when we went into it. It was kind of like we had a friend who had a studio. Russell Lacey has the studio, the Virginia Moonwalker. So he just invited us to come out there. We did like 4 songs, and then we ended up just like getting excited about it, going back, doing 6 more, and put that out as a self-titled.
Okay.
But the Juice EP was more like calculated. We like knew what we were doing when we went into the studio. We were like, all right, we have these 6 songs, like, yeah. And
Juice,
it was like,
Juice itself, though, I read you said was like somewhat of an accident.
yeah, Wes can tell you about that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Juice the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, I guess my ex-girlfriend and I at the time, she was like, we were gonna make a video or something. I was trying to it was just a rainy day, and so I was like, well, anything you can think of, and then I was like, okay, I'll just like sit on the computer and make like a little backing track. It was like this little electronic thing. I like drew all the notes out, and eventually I showed them the song, and they were like, we should work like that out with instruments, and it became something that I didn't expect it to be. Like recording it in the studio was like, this is so like ironic.
Yeah, it said that it was like basically like making electronic music, but like with the guitars and things like that. And then so the rest of the songs, as you were saying, just kind of like fell in, but like you definitely were thinking about this, and this is like exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, well, we had a few songs done that we didn't put on the Juice EP. Actually, Mismo and Juice were like the last ones written. Mm-hmm. So we knew we were gonna do 6 songs, and we were like just trying to figure out which 6 exactly.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Okay, cool. And then, but Juice ended up being the single that was released from that. Mm-hmm. Great, cool. If you guys want to go into your next song, go ahead.
Ready?
This is Audiotree Live with Camp Howard. That was great. That guitar breakdown was really awesome. So I kind of wanted to talk about something that everyone loves, free stuff. I wanted to ask, I know you guys have a story about this too, but there was one time before my personal Twitter had any real substance to it, I tweeted something really dumb, like, I love pretzel crisps. And within like a day, a pretzel crisp rep had like Twitter DM'd me or whatever for my address. And the day later, I got like a full bag with 7 bags of pretzel crisps in it. And I was like, oh, this is incredible. And I would like, I had like 0 to 0 followers, so I have no idea why they chose me to like rep their brand for them. But I know this. You guys tried to do something like this for Larabar.
Yeah, that was all me.
All right.
So I was hiking for a weekend, and I brought a bunch of Larabars with me because I love them. Sponsor me, Larabar. And I did that. I like hashtag Larabar, @Larabar, blah, blah, blah. Spammed them on Instagram until finally they DM'd me or just like, hey, we love your support. What's your address? We're going to ship you a free variety box and some
Perfect.
stickers. Yeah.
Yeah, it
had
truly works.
I had a little handwritten letter, too. It was very sweet.
They actually handwrote me a letter
Yeah.
too. I would love to be that person like on the other end of the business that like gets to pick the person they're sending free stuff to. That just sounds lovely. So you guys have the EP out. Do you have any like further plans? Like more touring? I know your tour has like a few more days on it.
Not really too much planned for 2018. We just have like a couple shows set up. We have some new songs which we played just now. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing like too.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy. Hopefully some fun stuff like pops up. But yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Do you guys play? So you're based out of Virginia, correct? Do you guys
Richmond.
play in your hometown like frequently?
Yeah,
or
pretty frequently.
How? What's the scene like in Virginia?
It's great.
It's
I love
friendly.
it. Yeah.
Everyone's friendly.
Yeah, very supportive.
That's cool.
Kind of tight-knit because it's small, but not too small.
Is there like a heavy DIY scene there?
Yeah, a lot of house shows.
Is that what you guys like do a lot more? Like when you're like
Not
not,
as much as we
specifically
used to.
touring?
Not as much as we used to, but yeah, we still like. I don't know when the last house show we played was, but
Yeah, I feel like the DIY scene's like been fluctuating since we started. At first, there was like a lot of like spots, and then they kind of shut down. I
yeah,
guess
a
people
lot of
moved.
spots
Yeah.
just get just like.
I feel. I
People
mean,
move out
any
or-
DIY scene is like sort
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
a roller
Yeah.
coaster.
But
There's
yeah,
points where it's like
it's
really
still-
good.
It's still kicking for
Cool.
sure. Yeah.
Great. If you want to go into your final song, go ahead.
No, I don't know how I could ever see past the break of this wave. Oh, I will always be yours.
so much. This is Audiotree Live with Camp Howard. They are playing The Empty Bottle tomorrow with Daymaker, Evening Glow, and Bike Cops. So if you'd like to catch that show, I believe there's still tickets available.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else you guys want to say or do?
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks so
great.
much for having us.
Thanks so much.
Excellent. Thanks to Audiotree staff and all of you at Camp Howard. This is Audiotree Live with Camp Howard. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much, everybody.